It's been on my vision board since I was a little girl.
Chloe Bailey is already a singer, songwriter, and an actress. But she's got one big thing on her bucket list. We'll tell you what it is. And we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10. I'm Andrea Belke, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. We've got 10 minutes, so let's dive right in with the first 5. Starting amid the official mourning period for Queen Elizabeth, as she left her royal residence at Buckingham Palace for the last time.
The late monarch's coffin passed through London on Wednesday, traveling from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall in a solemn procession.
And the royal family was by her side.
The procession included all 4 of her children, King Charles III, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward, as well as her grandchildren, including Prince William and Prince Harry, who walked side by side.
While most of the family wore their traditional military regalia, Harry and Andrew wore mourning suits instead.
It was announced earlier in the week that only working members of the royal family would wear military uniforms. Prince Harry reacted to the dress code, saying through a spokesperson that a decade of military service is not determined by the uniform.
At Westminster Hall, Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle joined their husbands for a service saluting the coffin's arrival.
Both Kate and Meghan were visibly emotional and paid tribute in subtle ways. Kate wore a brooch that once belonged to Queen Elizabeth, while Meghan wore pearl and diamond earrings that the Queen gifted to her back in 2018.
Afterward, Harry and Meghan were seen holding hands as they left the service. The Queen will now lie in state at Westminster Hall until Monday.
Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to pay their respects before her state funeral on Monday. After that, she'll be buried at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle beside her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip.
In more of People.com's top stories this week, Leonardo DiCaprio is pursuing Gigi Hadid.
And I just let myself go.
Multiple sources tell People that the Oscar winner and supermodel have been hanging out together in New York City.
And while they aren't dating yet,
one insider says they are getting to know each other.
Leo recently split from his girlfriend of 4 years, Camila Morone, while Gigi and Zayn Malik, who share a daughter together, called it quits back in October. And as Leo gets back in the dating game, his ex Gisele Bündchen is opening up about her husband's return to the NFL.
While she feels very fulfilled as a mother and wife to Tom Brady, Gisele tells Elle magazine that it's her turn to focus on her career. She also admits she's wary because Tom is playing a very violent sport, and she'd like him to be more present amid his busy football schedule.
And that is reportedly causing a lot of tension.
A source recently told People that their marriage hit a rough patch after he decided to unretire from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
But Gisele understands her husband needs to follow his joy too. Moving on to television's biggest night, the 2022 Emmy Awards, which brought surprise appearances, the complicated relationships we love, and some epic movie and TV reunions.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
There were also couple debuts, and of course, show-stopping fashion. Red carpet trends included bright white, fun footwear, and eye-catching glitz and glamour. Reese Witherspoon rocked over 200 carats of Tiffany jewels, while Cheryl Lee Ralph showed off a bedazzled braid as she took the stage for her historic win. The Abbott Elementary star's powerful acceptance speech brought the crowd to their feet, including her 2 children. Her co-star Quinta Brunson also earned a statue amid a comedy bit that ultimately fell flat. And as Lizzo marks halfway to an EGOT, which she celebrated with just about everyone, Squid Game's Lee Jung-jae and Euphoria's Zendaya also made the history books, with Zendaya becoming the youngest 2-time Emmy winner and the first Black woman to win lead actress in a drama series twice.
You smiling? Really, you're proud of that?
The night also saw big wins for Ted Lasso, The White Lotus, and Succession.
What are you waiting for? A kiss?
Along with emotional moments and plenty of laughs. Next up, the post you're loving right now, Fashion Week edition. Serena Williams is enjoying life after tennis as she dances through the Big Apple during New York Fashion Week. And did you spy that goat hoodie?
I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for.
Yep, that's the greatest of all time for you. Kourtney Kardashian is Boohoo's newest ambassador, admitting on Instagram that she went back and forth about a collab with a fast fashion brand, but ultimately went for it to raise awareness about sustainability in fashion.
I'm gonna be learning a lot, you know, on this journey of like, how can we do better?
Court marked her first runway show with the brand on Tuesday, where she and hubby Travis Barker brought the heat to the front row. Meanwhile, Dixie D'Amelio is cutting it short, literally, as she debuted her new shaved head at Fashion Week.
Do I look crazy?
No.
Oh my god, I can't.
And we gotta know what her sister Charlie thinks.
Look at Charlie!
So good. Dixie, it's so good.
In this week's issue of People, we're catching up with rock icon Ozzy Osbourne. Despite some recent health setbacks, he's committed to keeping the crazy train chugging along.
Think about legacy, I just plod along, you know. I mean, survival is my legacy. Never give up. If you've got a passion for something, you've got to find a way around it to carry on the passion. I'm 73, people go, well, you're 70, why not throw the towel in? Why should I? People still want to buy my records, people still want to see me, so why should I? It motivates me to get off my backside and do something, you know.
Ozzy and his wife Sharon celebrated their 40-year wedding anniversary this summer. So what's the secret to their lasting partnership?
We never gave up on each other, really. I mean, you know, I wasn't a saint, Ozzy wasn't a saint, and, you know, I gave him as good as he gave me. So it's, we're just meant to be.
Now, let's move on to some screen time. I'm so excited to be joined now by Chloe Bailey. Her new movie, Jane, is in theaters now and starts streaming exclusively on Creator Plus tomorrow. Chloe, thanks so much for being here. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. For question number 1, you have to give me 1 answer. For question number 2, you have to give me 2 answers, and so on. Let's get started. First up, Jane is a psychological thriller and follows a high school senior named Olivia, played by Madeleine Petsch, who struggles with grief after losing a friend and goes on a social media rampage against those in the way of her success.
It has come to my attention that someone is manipulating a former student's internet account.
I hope you guys aren't mixed up with this stuff. This is a whole other level of messed up.
You play her friend, Izzy, and we see both girls have a goal of getting into a certain college. What is one goal that you currently have?
One goal I currently have to win an EGOT. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
When did you make that goal? I feel like you absolutely can because you're so talented in so many aspects.
Thank you. It's definitely achievable. I don't know how long it'll take me, but I will receive it. It's been on my vision board since I was a little girl.
You have a lot going on, and this movie especially shines a light at the stress that a lot of teenagers go through these days. What do you do when you're looking to take a breather? Is there something you do to relax?
I get a Lego set. I get my favorite food. I call my godmom and I vent. I go to the ocean and I sleep. Those are like my top things that I do to decompress.
Social media can be so stressful these days as well. It's so hard not to compare yourself to others. What do you tell yourself if you're ever feeling like you need a pep talk?
I'm trying to learn how to give myself pep talks. I kind of have to get off of it because I'll kind of take myself on a downward spiral, and it's like everything's so easily accessible right now. We're constantly comparing ourselves to what we see online and what we think people want from us. You know, I love doing what I do, but it does come with a lot of criticism. Some days your skin might not be as tough, and I think it's just really learning to deal with that.
In addition to acting, we also know and love you as a singer. You were just teasing new solo music on your Instagram. What are 2 things or places that you look to for inspiration when it comes to new music?
My love life, definitely. I am so inspired by my experiences. Any song I write, it has something to deal with what I'm going through personally. And the best feeling is being able to perform those songs live. And sometimes your emotions kind of overcome you. And anytime I swim in the water, I get inspired. I feel free.
You're also, of course, one half of the R&B duo Chloe and Halle, alongside your sister Halle Bailey. I know that working alongside family can be so special. What are 3 things that you love about working with your sister?
Constant laughter, constant hype man, and we're constantly spilling tea and secrets. It makes work so much fun. We're each other's #1 fans and supporters.
fashion is such a big part of your life. We love seeing you on the red carpets, on magazine covers. You're always so stylish. What are 4 fashion items or trends that you are loving right now?
I love overlining my lips. I love the baggy jeans and a crop top, accentuate the waist. I like to show my curves. I think that's really it. I don't really know what other trends I follow, but those would have to be my top.
Finally, give me 5 words to describe your new movie, Jane.
Thrilling, exciting, surprising, different, mind-blowing.
These past few months have really sucked.
What are you doing?
Olivia, you okay? Olivia.
100%.
Chloe, thank you so much for being here. Everyone, be sure to check out her new movie, Jane. It's in theaters now and starts streaming exclusively on Creator Plus tomorrow. All right, time's up. See you next Thursday.